A month ago, I made a video about a company called Sidekick. It was a platform where you could pay e-girls on the internet to play games and virtual date with you. The problem is that there were 16-year-old girls, so it was a website where you could pay a minor to virtually date you. And after that video came out, Sidekick made a response, an official announcement, and apparently they fixed everything. But they're lying. Because here's the thing, I've talked to the e-girls that are hired on the website, and I even got leaked internal DMs between the members of the company that reveal something truly disgusting. First, we need to read Sidekick's announcement. Dear Sidekick community members, recently we've noticed some misunderstandings and criticisms from a content creator regarding Sidekick. We sincerely appreciate his detailed feedback, sure, and want to take this opportunity to reaffirm Sidekick's vision, highlight our achievements, clarify our mission, and the biggest gift of all is they're going to emphasize the positive impact we bring to our users, community, and society. This is coming from a website that had 16-year-olds virtually dating. Now, to be honest, they have 7 points on this announcement, and most of them are just PR nonsense. For example, they specifically talk about how they're empowering female gamers. Do you think a website where women sell their time to just chat with people and it's only based on a selfie that they have? Do you think that this is truly empowering women, or do you think it's just objectifying them and commoditizing them? And finally, after 5 years of scrolling through absolute nonsense, we finally get to section 5, where they talk about challenges and specifically the things that they are going to fix. However, I hate to waste your time, but this is extremely important to me. But after my video came out, there were some of my viewers that went out of their way to contact the e-girls on this website, the Kickers, and send them death threats. And I don't know why I have to fucking say this, but this is completely disgusting and unacceptable. If you're one of those people that did that, go the fuck outside. Not only that, but you also just gave Sidekick an easy way out to weasel out of this problem, which they took. What they've been doing is they've been giving these e-girls that have been harassed free nitro and money as well to help remediate these people sending death threats. All right, so now finally we could get into what Sidekick actually did regarding these underage people on the website. They said, we are standardizing content guidelines to ensure legality and safety, prohibiting kickers under 18 in any illicit activities. So with that, Sidekick did two things. The first thing they did is that if you sign up for the website and you try putting your age under 18, it just won't let you. The second thing that they did is they made a banned users list. What they did is they documented accounts that were removed for the following reasons. So underage accounts, people using foul or inappropriate language, troll accounts, child photos, nude... Hopefully these two aren't related. Service prices are too low or too high, AI pictures, and violated our terms of use and server guidelines. So ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten one problem solved. They banned underage accounts. However, in my first video talking about Sidekick, there was a person named WizQuifa who said in the description of their posting that they were 16 years old. This was the main person that I talked about in the video being underage. And if I look through their ban list, I cannot find WizQuifa. In fact, I searched far and wide. I looked through this whole entire channel. There was this dude who got banned for making defamatory comments about a non-existent 12-year-old kicker profile, undermining platform integrity. I wonder why I'm talking about this. But yeah, I've looked through this whole entire ban list, and I didn't see anything about that 16-year-old's account getting banned, and that's because it's right here. In fact, let me refresh the page in case you think I'm crazy screenshot editing skills. I'm moving the mouse. Look. No. What's up, Sigmas? It's your girl, WizQuifa. I'm 16 years old. Their birth date, 16 years old. I can click on their service. It's still there. Nothing happened. But in my first video when I talked about this, WizQuifa showed up on this channel called Find Your Kickers. But in the Find Your Kickers channel, what it is Sidekick's own official bot will post people's profiles to promote them. These are officially approved Sidekickers. And you'll notice that I'm scrolling for quite a long time, and it's not because I'm looking for a specific profile. No, I'm kidding, it is. You can see there's WizQuifa right here. In fact, the plot thickens, boys. Because if you go on Sidekick, you can find their listing, and you can see that their birthday is in 2006. And if you go to their old account, it's the exact same day, but in 2008. It looks like she had 2 birthdays in the span of a month because now they're magically 18. And this isn't a troll account, by the way. They're verified. They're getting paid money on January 8th after I've made the video. This is a 16-year-old that is clearly lying about their age. And the truth is, they actually don't care. Just to preface this, after my video came out, there was someone who leaked me the Sidekick Manager Telegram group. And the first thing that I was sent was that this dude, Alex33, pinged someone and said, I just interviewed a girl who was 16 years old. Did I do the right thing to let her create a service only in Valorant and Counter-Strike 2? And there was a thumbs up. And this guy named Yuki said, just let her write 18 in profile. This guy Yuki just told them to lie about their age. And Yuki, if you didn't know, is this person here where you click on their account and they're admin, super admin. They're part of the Sidekick team. But the next message from Lainey, one of the Sidekick employees, said, I think you'll have to inform her about the 18-year-old requirements. And then they say, where did this user come from? Is it from your leads or is it from someone who just created an account recently? We'll just need to be careful they aren't prying users, just checking what our real process is. They don't want to be caught telling people to just write 18 in their profile when they know that the person is 16 years old. I don't know how to paint it any clear for anyone. They do not care about child safety. But continuing on with the conversation, Lanny says, this user seems to come from the video. I think it's not safe to say we accept below 18 to this person and tell her to post 18-year-old on her profile. It's just a fucking admission right there. It's all very strange. Yes, it is, Alex, working for a company that will allow kids to get groomed. Yes, let's be careful at the moment, I think so, because yesterday we've been dealing a lot of users in the general chat accusing us things regarding underage exploitations. But you know what? Instead of making you lose your will to live, let's just show incompetence. Because further on in the same Telegram chat, Yuki sends this message. They ping someone saying, Vivi, what is the problem of this kicker? Could you give me an example for that? They're going through like a ban list, and Yuki is asking, why are these people getting banned? Now, if we zoom in, we have a grand total of maybe 5 pixels on my screen. This person's about me says, feel horrible. Okay, we got that one. We provide antes for love. Come and date all boys and gals. Chatting, virtual date. My service, I can do anything for you. 18 plus, also smiley face. This is someone who works for the company, and they're asking, what is the problem of this kicker? And don't worry, it gets better. Vivi explains, like, hey, these have inappropriate profiles. And Yuki right after that says, okay, and after that, we can be less strict and keep the sexy photos. As long as they're not idiot introductions and nudity or illegal content, it doesn't matter. Keep the sexy photos. Empowering women. And these leaks just get even better, because here's the thing. I was told 2 days in advance Sidekick's whole entire game plan in terms of dealing with this problem. And the issue with me knowing their game plan is that I can figure out what they don't want me to talk about, because they specifically say in one of their steps, refrain from issuing any public statements regarding X, Y, and Z. But just before I talk about that, remember how this dude got banned for making defamatory comments about a non-existent 12-year-old kicker profile? Well, step number 4 in the game plan is to remove kickers under 18 years old. Specifically remove the 12-year-old kicker appearing in the video. They just completely lied about this dude. They falsely banned his ass. And even better, without banning their account. This is like watching someone do everything wrong, and the only thing you can do is just scream at your monitor. This is horrible. Anyways, the important thing, the thing that I was teasing about them telling me what they don't want me to talk about, is this part here, because on step 6, they want a neutral approach to gambling and Sidequest allegations. In my original video, I didn't talk about a company called Sidequest, which has a pretty close-looking logo. And when someone's internal DMs say, avoid escalating the situation further, that is like a massive beacon saying, no text-to-speech, you need to look further into this. But before that, their final step, which I want to point out because I think it's extremely important, their 7th plan was to engage other YouTube creators as ambassadors to counter future issues. So what Sidekick plans on doing is they plan on collaborating with influencers or key opinion leaders, that's a fancy way of saying it, but they're going to offer these people benefits to act as Sidekick ambassadors. Benefits equals they're going to give them money. And what these ambassadors are supposed to do is produce exclusive Sidekick explanatory videos to counter negative narratives. So just be on the lookout. Anyone talking overwhelmingly positive about Sidekick is being paid off by Sidekick, most likely. Do your due diligence. I have no skin in the game. I just don't like companies that try to hire kids to talk with old men for money. I hope that's fucking obvious. And speaking of money, some of the e-girls on the website actually reached out to me and told me how much they actually make. But first, we have public comments. You can see that in the Sidekick server, there's this person here who talks about getting paid. This is actually Wiz Quifa. They just changed their account because I took a screenshot before they left the server. You can see it is exactly the same. But what Wiz Quifa says is that they pay you based on how good you are with the customers. The amount you get from the customers themselves is just a little bonus. And to clarify, Wiz Quifa has not talked with with any customers, but they do answer the request and they get paid a fair amount. They do not talk to any customers, so no one is buying their service, yet these people are still getting paid. WizQuifa publicly said that I make at least $150 a month. And again, they work from 2 a.m. EST to 2 p.m. EST, so 12 hours every day for $150 a month. In fact, I had another person here who reached out to me who wanted to discuss my recent video on Sidekick. And they informed me that when you are a kicker, you have a salary every month. There's two kinds of kickers. There is a normal kicker that gets paid $100 per month for reacting to order announcements in under 5 minutes every time. So in the Sidekick Discord server, there will be notifications where people place orders, and what these kickers have to do is within 5 minutes, respond to them. And if you do that, you get paid $100 every month. And this kicker said, yes, they're all bots and useless. And apparently it used to be $200 a month. Now this person was a super kicker. They get paid $200 a month for reacting to order announcements in under 5 minutes, and it used to be $400 a month. It's ridiculous that all they do is press a button that hardly ever shows up and they get paid. And this person said, they're all bots. There's no one actually ordering their services. But again, they said they got paid. And that's where we get to this kicker. This is someone who was an influencer that also did sidekicking to promote Sidekick. They were approached by the people in charge of Sidekick, and they've done a sponsorship with them, and they also sponsored another streamer. And what they would do is they would buy each other's services on Sidekick while streaming to show how it's done, and they'd either play League of Legends or Valorant together, and they would get paid 400 Great British pounds a month. And payment was massively delayed, and I didn't even think I'd get it. And all they did was 2 hours of streaming per week for them. After they did the whole entire sponsorship, they were told to send an invoice, a PayPal invoice, to this email that is from the domain sidequestmeta.com. And the influencer that did the sponsorship actually got paid. So we know how much people get paid on Sidekick thanks to the Egirls helping me out. And that means it's the perfect time, boys, to tell you the most craziest up thing I have seen from this announcement. Remember, it's like a 7-part announcement, and for number 2, the second thing that they talk to you about is how they made a significant impact, and they tell you a little story about a kicker from a specific Middle Eastern country. They couldn't specify, and you'll see why, but they say it's a region deeply affected by ongoing conflict. This person is living in the middle of a war zone, but they shared their story about Sidekick. Because Sidekick has given me the opportunity to turn my passion for gaming into a livelihood. I now earn approximately $800 to $1,000 per month, which allows me to support my family. This is tugging at my heartstrings. This is all thanks to Sidekick. And this is especially important as my government remains consumed by the war, leaving little support for people like us. And thanks to Sidekick, our war heroes, I can provide for my loved ones and find hope amidst challenging circumstances. A tear is rolling down my cheek right now. But this person in a war-torn country made $800 to $1,000 per month. Yet, one of the Egirls made $150 a month. Another one made $200. And when you go to the internal DMs, believe it or not, I actually have their payment spreadsheet. I have screenshots of when they pay people and how much. Now, I had to blur this out because it shows their PayPal email and their actual real name. But between the dates of October 23rd to December 17th, so almost a 2-month period, the most amount of money someone was paid is $293. In fact, they have a PayPal transaction history up here, and the most is $38 US. So internally, if someone made $293 at max, you're telling me someone from a war-torn country is magically making $800 to $1,000 per month? This company is fucking lying to you about this made-up bullshit story to try and make you forget the fact that they're hiring underage kids for virtual dating. This is disgusting. I'm trying to keep it toned down right now, but I'm seconds from losing my shit. Now, I think it's time to get to the most important part about this video, and it's something that I missed in my first video. There's this company called Sidequest, and their logo looks almost identical to Sidekick. But this is an internet cafe in the UK that does like gaming events and tournaments and stuff. It seems like a really normal company, and it would suck if Sidekick was a dark side of this company. I went into the Sidequest gaming Discord server. Again, you could see how identical these logos are. It's actually funny. So people asked Sidequest Hub, like, what's with Sidekick? And the official Sidequest Gamers Hub account said Sidequest Gamers Hub and Sidekick are separate companies. So unfortunately, we are unable to answer any questions related to Sidekick's operations as we are not involved in it. Sorry about this. As far as I know, that's not the case. Because going back into Sidekick, Sidekick says they're partnered with a whole bunch of companies like PUBG, CSGO, Dota 2, Fall Guys. And underneath this message, it says, yes, Sidekick, formerly Sidequest, has worked with these games and gaming communities as well as tournament games and rebrand as Gaming Hub. So far we're at a little bit of an old-fashioned duel. Sidekick is saying we're formerly known as Sidequest, and Sidequest is saying that we are completely separate companies. Everything is confusing. Yeah, but remember, those internal DMs said, don't talk about Sidequest. And here's the thing, I went through like 500 different things. There's a Sidekick video being hosted on the Sidequest YouTube channel. Sidekick is being followed by Sidequest. Sidequest even had an old post talking about how they're introducing Sidekick. There's an announcement about Sidekick on the Sidequest server. None of that means anything when I can just show you the most obvious thing. You really can't refute this one. But there was a news posting talking about how on May 11th, 2022, there's a company called Wanyu UK, which was an esports studio and a gaming cafe, just like Sidequest. And it turns out Wanyu got rebranded to be known as Sidequest. And with this information, I did what any sane human being would not do. I went to the government of UK's website and I looked up their corporate registry and I found this company Sidequest Meta Limited, which is also the same company name as the company that paid that influencer to promote Sidekick. But the issue is that Sidequest Meta Limited could be any company. Well, it turns out if you scroll down, their previous company name was UK Wanyu Gaming. Oh, the connections are getting connectioning. And if you go to people, you'll notice that the director, the top officer of the company, put this dude's name in Google, and it turns out that yes, he is the CEO of Sidequest Meta. And in fact, there's a news article talking about the Sidequest rebrand, and it has his cute little face in it. Mwah! Oh, and things just get even better, by the way, because I'm on sidekick.fans. This is the official website with all of this e-dating bullshit on it. And if I look up their domain on Whois, if you just look down a little bit, the registrant contact, the company that owns Sidekick.fans, is no other than Sidequest Meta Limited. And if your brain just turned off, don't worry, because if you go on Sidequest's official Discord server and you go to their Get in Touch channel, we have a message from the Sidequest Gamers Hub account, the official account. Scroll down to the very bottom. Are you looking to contact us? Contact us at support@sidequestmeta.com, the same domain that was used for the influencer's invoice. And we also, they cannot clean up their tracks good enough. Because they even have, if you're looking to contact them about Web3, you can contact them at info@sidekick.fans. The exact same URL to go to the virtual dating with minors website. This is right on their official Discord server. Just open for you to see. I think the reason why in those leaked DMs they didn't want anyone to talk about Sidequest Hub is because I just didn't dig deep enough. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. They label Sidequest as the parent company. So I know the next time I go to the UK and avoid getting stabbed, I will not be going to the Sidequest Gaming Cafe because, again, they support underage e-girls with their side project. Now, since we're talking about side projects, Sidekick had their own side project of a cryptocurrency gambling operation. You would spin this gambling machine of AI art garbage, and to spin it, you would use these tokens, which you would need to purchase for $1 each. They had a prize list of $30,000, where they gave away iPhone 16 pieces and Apple Vision Pro pieces. They give it to you in pieces, so that you have to keep gambling. But they give you cryptocurrency NFT coupons. I'll talk about those. But the important thing is that they would give you Christmas boxes. And these Christmas boxes were the things that people were excited for because you wouldn't know what you'd get until a later date. They'd reveal what's inside of the Christmas box. You could also earn Stardust and Lightstick, which are, they don't do anything yet, guys. But according to Sidekick, they'll do something later. This is just a carrot on a stick. But just to show you, this dude here just got lucky. Congratulations, my good sir. I've never seen a pink box in my life. Don't think too hard about that. And then the day of reckoning happened because Sidekick finally revealed what was inside of those Christmas boxes. If you got a gold box, it'd be $50 worth of USDT. If you got a blue box, it'd be $20 US. A green box, $10 US. But if you got a pink box or a gray box, you would get Lightstick and Stardust, which again don't mean shit. So this wasn't even a reward. It was just a disappointment. And in terms of the other prizes, you know things are bad when a dude with a monkey NFT profile picture asks if these NFTs have any value. But let's talk about the biggest prize. It's the iPhone pieces and the Apple Vision Pro pieces. Now here's the thing, just getting a single iPhone piece was extremely rare. In fact, Rayleigh here got a single iPhone piece and they questioned reality. Is this real? But the thing is, they were being strung along by the fact that if you had an iPhone piece, just wait 1 week and we'll tell you how many pieces you need. In fact, there was messages like this. For the iPhone, if you meet the required amount, maybe you'll emerge the winner. But for now, gather as many pieces as possible. Gamble as much money as possible. But if getting one iPhone piece is difficult, this person got 12. This was actually a modern day miracle when I saw this, because I was stalking the chat and I thought I genuinely saw someone who was going to win an iPhone. And finally, after one long week, Sidekick revealed how many pieces you need to win an iPhone. The iPhone device requires 30 pieces and the Vision Pro requires 60 pieces. The most amount that I saw was 12. And that dude probably gambled hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And he needs 30. And in fact, someone asked, did anyone actually get Crypto Bros can't count, but did anyone actually get 16 and 30 pieces? We'll know soon. Keep spinning. Here's the thing. Your pieces will remain in your inventory until the necessary number is achieved for redemption. So people will have to keep gambling until they reach the required number of pieces. This dude here is just a hostage. He just said, all right. What if you have 2 iPhone pieces from an official representative of the Sidekick team? Just keep spinning more, bro. Keep giving us money. And just the cherry on top of everything I've told you is that when people get mad about this and complain and talk about how they're only disappointed, they already have an excuse loaded in the chamber. Because what they will tell you is that participation is totally voluntary. Nobody is compelled to participate or make any purchase. If you wanted to make some quick cash, you'd have gotten so many opportunities to do so here, but you don't follow the announcements. If you did top up, it was voluntary and no one compelled you. We're saying this so we hopefully don't get sued. When you keep gambling, it increases your chances at the expense of how much it costs for you to gamble. And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, while everyone is fuming and furious about getting completely ripped off and disappointed, Sidekick Xavier, one of the dudes that was in that internal group chat, said, we encourage everyone to also explore and enjoy the broader features of our platform, like virtually dating a minor, which we allow. But anyways, that's all I got. Bye-bye. I love you. Mwah.